And what about in running specifically? Like, how do you think about the role of the core with your athletes?
Yeah.
And are there like running specific misconceptions about what the core can do?
Yeah, no, let's take a step back just to what I answered. I think you asked what people aren't doing. In any type of what I consider core exercise that I prescribe in my books or with my athletes is that I always want to incorporate some type of rotational movement with any type of exercise, because that's going to do a few things. Rotational forces in our body are how we move functionally. And running. Every time we run, we're having to stabilize rotational forces. So if we're talking about a true, very specific type of core exercise, we need to introduce rotational types of movements with that. So for an example, one of the best core exercises from these 8+ muscle groups is the plank. And plank gets lots of great publicity because it is so good. But I would say maybe look to add a rotation movement with your plank. And now you're becoming even more functional from an athletic and running perspective. So a simple way, instead of just holding your plank, hold your plank, but then lift one knee to elbow and back. Now you're having rotation, and that becomes even more specific. And then that pulls in the diaphragm aspect of it. And what, again, people might not be doing is that they might be getting their core strong, but are they using it when they're doing their athletic abilities? Meaning, can they breathe through the use of their core? Okay, so again, you might be strong, but once you go to run or do something athletic, you're not able to engage that because you haven't practiced that. So that's where the rotational aspect comes in. Now you're through the rotation, the rotation naturally activates the core. And because you're adding that movement, you're having to breathe through it, and you're training your brain to be able to activate and breathe. And that's not always easy for people.